going on, guys? Jason over at Adventure Ready, checking out the best top soft top topper for a truck, full size. So this is used. As you can see, the logo, seen better days. I actually had a snug top on here. I just sold it, a fiberglass top. I loved it, but it was just heavy as could be, and we're no longer using a rooftop tent on top of this thing, so we didn't have a need for a bulky shell. So still wanted the idea of being able to put a topper on here, keep the dust and the rain off of stuff if we want to travel out of town. We actually like to camp in the back of this, at least the boys do, and I don't mind ground tenting. So we got away from the rooftop tent. We're going back with just a more utilitarian setup, and you know, I just don't think having a 200-pound tent on top of my fiberglass shell or my roof or all that good stuff is all what's cracked up to be. So anyhow, this is a 2012 Dodge with a Cummings 6.7 Cummings turbo diesel. Got the methods that everyone's got. Came on there, I would have picked something different. Got the Carli Dominator suspension, stabilizers. Stuff is insane. So flipping like 85, 90 across the Lucerne the other day, Red Mountain area as well, and this thing just mobs it. So super rad. Anyway, back to the shell. Soft top topper. I didn't do a tutorial on putting it on. I learned it as I went. Still got to Velcro this down up front here. Haven't figured out exactly what we're doing. I think it has a Velcro strip maybe on the last guy's car. I actually sold my snug top shell to a guy with a silver truck, 2012 I think it was as well, Dodge long bed, and I traded him out of partial credit on this black soft topper. So I used to have the silver mullet thing going here for this truck for quite some time, and now at least it looks proper. So don't love the gap right there. I've seen them on other trucks. I knew it was going to be like that. You know, my snug top was just beautifully tailored right to the edge of that back light. Of course, it was designed for that. So this is more of a universal product from what I can tell. But so far, like I said, I just got it on here. I think it will suffice for what we need. We need something to just be able to keep stuff out of the elements on occasion. Not liking how this lines up, but I think I just got to loosen everything up and shake it back down. Zips in, zips out here on the sides. Has like the little typical best top style like rail system that you just kind of get a plastic flange piece and like railed underneath on the tops and on the bottoms. I did the bottom first, zipped them in place to the bottom, and you were able to stretch this and pull it. You can kind of see the rail system right there. So this catches the lip of this other piece here. You got like a J-rail type design. So all across the top here, a little Velcro in the middle, across the top here. You got a little kink here. That's probably why I'm losing the back corner a little bit. I'll get that all adjusted. It has that same rail system on the bottom of the rails you hook on. So super basic to put on. It took me about 30 minutes. I mean, mine was already assembled, so I guess that's cheating. I didn't have to actually assemble the rack. I mean, I already had the bolts in it. And like I said, right here is one thing I haven't really touched yet. I think I'm gonna do the opposing side of Velcro right there. Put it on this back lip right here so it catches it, and this flap will just sit in place. It's got a metal frame inside there. You can take the windows out separately if you want to run this convertible with the windows out on the side, windows on the back. It looks like you can do that. Once again, you got the zippers on the front and the back of the window, and you have that little like J-style hook system on the top and bottom. This is the best top, soft topper. I don't exactly know what the design is called. I'm pretty certain this is the first generation. I believe the newer ones have a third brake light up there. I mean, this thing's already sitting a few feet up in the air, so if you can't see that brake light, you got to get your license revoked. So I'll show you the inside real quick. Pull out my ultra swing out of the way. Different rim here, guys. They're one short on my method, so I had to match up the ones that already came on there, so I'm waiting for that. Bam. So inside, I'm not going to pull this whole thing up because it was a pain in the butt. It does have a metal rail right here that holds it in place. You got that J-style hook up in here, like that little plastic channel. Got zippers on both sides. Got Velcro at the corners. Like I said, I'm not super excited about this so far. I just don't have it really set up well, but once I get it adjusted, I'm sure it'll be better. This is a little off over here. That one connects over there. It just doesn't look like real. I'm used to my Jeeps having a really nice deep catch on here. My JK and my TGs have in the past. So I just expect a little bit of connection there, but maybe I just think I need to realign it better. So anyway, inside, there's your little aluminum framing. You have adjustability on the side, and this does fold forward. So you can see on that hinge up front there, as well as back here, there's a hinge there. There's a slotted rail there that has like a cut 3 different slot design to where you can put it down, down, and down, a little more tension. I have it in the first position, I believe. This is an 8-foot bed. So get you tons of room in here. If you want to camp in the back here, throw some mats down as an 8-footer, you can put the whole fan back here. So yeah, it does fold down. It does tension up here if you want to tighten it up. The guy that had it had on an 8-foot Dodge dually, so I mean, we didn't have any real adjustments. I literally took it off of his, threw my shell on his. I threw this on here today with his same adjustments, and it all lined up. But anyway, also a little rubber thing right here for the seal. Not sure if I got that on right. Seems like it's a little off. I'll watch another video and see, but yeah, it does make a seal, so it does seal the dirt out of here. Looks like a little gap right there. I'll mess with it. Like I said, I just put this on, so it's not 100% turnkey yet. That's where I like it, and we'll go from there. So latch this thing up and get you another overview. Like I said, best top, soft topper. Sorry, not super tutorial, just giving a review on fitment and ease of operation. Like I said, that'll be a little tighter once you get the Velcro on inside there. There is a gap on here. This is universal, but I think it serves its purpose, and I think it's gonna be pretty awesome for camping. And I was tired of mobbing around with that heavy fiberglass shell. The Snug Top's an amazing shell, but when you're clipping like 60, 70 miles an hour across the desert with this badass carli suspension, it doesn't do too much to help your plastic rails or your paint. So as you can tell, I'm not too worried about the paint on this thing. This truck is designed for just having fun. But yeah, that was from the Snug Top. That was from the Snug Top. And mind you, I tightened it a few times over like a 6 or 8 month period I owned it. It just, you know, just makes contact just from the body moving over here. You're not gonna be able to avoid that, I don't think, with a fiberglass shell. So this one won't do any damage. It's easy to get out of the way. It'll serve its purpose. It's obviously not gonna have the same lifespan as that Snug Top, I'd imagine, but I mean, for what we're using it for just utilitarian purposes, getting this badass Dodge out in the open, camping off of it, just having that extra storage space in there, having a little bit more potential to keep the dust out and the weather out on the big Dodge, so we're pretty excited about it. So anyhow, we'll do a truck review pretty soon here. I think I'm doing a front bumper on this thing and doing a few more things. I'm putting some airbags in the back for towing, and I'll probably do a little rundown on how we overland, what we use this for, why we went this direction, why we got rid of our Jeep and went full size. And I know the 8-foot bed's exactly not the Jeep replacement for clearance and whatnot, but it's the direction we went. So anyhow, hope you guys are all having a good time out there and stay adventure ready.